Well, hello again. Peace and blessings. This is ShanGO Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece. When that monkey mind has wanted to take over, I thought I heard somebody pulling up. Anyhow, this is your Shangodiac for May 23rd till whenever the next one drops. Okay, so we're just going to look around. This is a general reading. Generals are general, but sometimes you can get very valuable information even from a general. I'm going to tell you how you can get five of your very own carefully crafted questions answered at the end of this video if you're interested, okay, for a very, very special offer, all right? But enough of that. Let's get into you right here, right now, all right? So show us what's going on with the crusty crustaceans. And by the way, I just did random pulls. I pulled the first three signs that came up, and that's how I'm going to do this round. So I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just pulling, seeing who comes up. Who comes up and what can I do for you? What can I do you for? You want to answer that? All right. So let me see here. Show me what's going on with the cancers. Show me what's going on with the cancers. And show me what's going on for the cancers. All right. And also put your stank on it. Okay. Give it a nice blow, baby. There you go. Gonna deal with what's going on now. What are some hidden influences? And then some of our points of power that we can use. All right, because nothing's really set in stone. You're not going to find too much of that set in stone talk here with Shango Ray. You're not. I promise you that. Hmm. I feel like somebody's trying to subjugate you at your work. Someone's trying to subjugate you at your work. Okay. This eight in this instance, and this is more about some type of domination, like they're trying to flex on you. Maybe threaten your work. Okay. Maybe I don't know, but I feel like someone's trying to subjugate you. They're trying to keep you under your thumb. I said try. I didn't say they're doing it necessarily, but it's definitely causing some friction, maybe even some needed friction, even though it's coming in a way that you would, in a package that you would much rather not prefer. Okay. And for some of you, there has been a change as far as something physically, health wise, maybe a health condition, maybe a physical injury, or a type of chronic uh, bodily situation that comes and goes. And right now it's in the coming part. Okay. Um, yeah, lots of aggression going on right now. You needs to be careful. Okay, play your cards right. I'm not saying don't ever put your, put your claws on somebody, but if you need to, do it smart. Make sure your ass don't end up in jail. Okay, do it smart. But I'm definitely also seeing the need for fortification. Another word I don't really like using too much, protection. Okay, safeguard, and most of all, safeguard your own, your inside. Okay, because you're close to a lot of great shit. Don't want to fuck that up. All right, and of course, new directions. Okay, new ideas, new directions have been coming to you, new courses of action, new all kinds of shit, and it all stems from, see that mushroom? That's your brain. That's the three brains: the conscious mind, the subconscious, and the superconscious. That's right, I said that. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. So you have this nice mix of shit going on right now, very good shit, and then very potentially quote unquote bad shit. Okay. um As hard as it is, you need to stay focused. I'm not saying don't deal with whatever's popping up. I'm just saying stay calm within. That's all. Okay? Now, some hidden influences. Wow. For number one, there's some shit going on here, and I'm also feeling this has to do with work too. In this particular case, just because it's spade energy, spade, oftentimes referring to work, oftentimes referring to body, or for referring to spirit. Okay, but I feel like there is some plotting, planning, scheming, and dreaming kind of against you, or some shit has been um, what do you call it? Not well specifically, but purposely withheld from you. Okay, now is not the time to have your head up your ass or in the clouds. Either way, it's you really have to dot your I's and cross your T's. Okay, I can't emphasize that enough. All right, and also your intuition has been kicking in, and you know what? I feel like you have been listening to it. Well, guess what? You got some major downloads. You're on the precipice of some major downloads right now. Life-changing downloads, like forever altering your course type downloads. So you definitely want to stay calm. If you get off track, that's okay. Just come back, center yourself. If you got to center yourself 100 times today, do that. All right. And this some of these downloads are also dealing with even the most minutest mundane shit too, but it has an effect. Everything is holistic regardless. Okay, as much as we don't like to hear that. Now there's also some lying. Someone's lying about money. Somebody that you're dealing with, a hidden influence, they've been lying about money. Okay, they've been lying about money deceptively. So whether that's, oh no, they didn't give me none, they're this, they're that. I feel like there is some deception on the money part. Okay, definitely dealing with finances. People killed for finances. So just remember, like this is, I'm not playing around. This is serious. Hidden influence. All right, points of power. You need to balance your spirit. Okay, not that it's not already balanced. Stay balanced. If it isn't, get balanced. How do you balance it? The number one way to balance your spirit: trust. If you got to keep telling yourself and reminding yourself, yo, we got this. We, meaning you, your ancestors, whoever your spiritual backup is, however you identify that force with you, you got this. And even though I don't know how the shit's going to come about right now from this point, I'm okay with that. Even though I don't know, I do know it's going to work out in my highest favor, and I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. And you just keep moving, and you stay quiet, and also you stay open, because you might get this little urge, you might get this little inspiration, you might get some idea, you might whatever. There's no telling, or you might get this big boom of a epiphany. All right. Yo, Cancer, you really want to make some shit happen in your reality right now? I feel this is what I want you to do. I want you to ask them who they are. But there is a male ancestral energy that is benevolently around you. And it would behoove you to interact with this energy specifically. Okay, specifically. Yes, all your ancestors, of course. But specifically, there is like, it's almost like a grandfather or a great grandfather or a great grandfathery type of energy or something. But they are around you, man, and they are trying, they're like, whatever you need, let me help you. Okay. um you know Sometimes taking the higher road leads to way more. Even though in the immediate it might seem like you taking a small L about something, um big. Yeah, just this is not the time. You know what? I'm sorry because a lot of shit's coming through right now. Okay, I'm gonna just say it basically the best way it's been summarized in my head. Go ahead and let him have that. Go ahead and let him have that. Okay, go ahead. Now, I do also feel like there may be an area where you have been kind of selfish, or maybe you have emotional baggage still, remaining hidden emotional baggage. I would like to suggest, if you choose to, you could check up on this healing modality called EFT, where you tap certain points while saying certain things. Very good for releasing energy blockages. That just came to me right now, so I don't know. But yeah, there's still some emotional baggage. Okay. And I feel like in some ways, for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, it's turned you kind of cold and maybe selfish in certain departments of your life. Okay. So if you are interested in getting more in depth for yourself, if you're not afraid to invest in yourself, we are having a special on a 5 question email reading. Now, the benefits of the email reading is, of course, I love to talk to you on the phone, but some of you are shy, some of you don't have time, some of you are just not in a place where you have the privacy. Whatever the case is, you can have your very own reading delivered right to your email confidentially, privately. I will record it on an MP3 in MP3 format. I will answer all 5 of your questions. And it also affords you the opportunity to really dive in and really get the questions right. Because remember, it's almost not even the question, in my opinion, is oftentimes more important than the answer because it leads and it directs. Okay. So you have a chance to really think about what you want to ask and carefully craft your questions so that way you can get the maximum benefit. And like I've said to the last 2 signs, you're like one piece of information away from a major shift. Okay. Can you feel that? I feel like you feel that. Okay. So sometimes, and I always advocate to be sovereign as you can, but sometimes we all need help. Sometimes we all need an outside perspective or an expert perspective, expert outside perspective, because emotions are a bitch and they will deceive you. They will deceive you. As you know, you probably had a lot of practice with that, as most of us have. Okay. But if that's something you're interested in, hey, go check it out. The link that leads directly to the page for psychic email readings is in the description box. But we shall return again sooner, preferably more than later. And I just want to tell you that I love you. Peace and blessings to you. And I'll be at you again soon. This is ShanGO out.